Hi, this is Victoria and Gameful Isolation video number 10. And today I would like to talk to you about playing the real life games. This is what I promised you in the last video. So how to do that? But before that, let me tell you the backstory of this project, because my lessons learned there connected directly to that. So I told you in the first video, in one of the first videos, that the editor of my books, Alice Jargo, had suggested that I write a blog, Gameful Isolation. She actually thought that that would make a great book, but since something like that, and in the times that we are in with COVID-19 pandemic, you need to create something quickly of value and to share it. So she suggested writing a blog post, but I have a huge affinity to writing books, so that these two factors actually brought me to the idea to write a short book. And I started writing this short book on March 30, and on the same day I had a meeting, an online meeting with a startup consultant here in Aalborg, and he listened to me, what I do in my business, and especially self-gamification and my work connected with it, and he really liked that. And he asked me how I advertise my work and my products. And I told him what I was doing. He appreciated that and said, yeah, it was worth pursuing this approaches. But he suggested that I would also make short videos about my work, and then connect them to the books that I write on the topic, and post them and share them on LinkedIn. I thanked him and I said I would definitely look into it because there was something that caught my attention. And then when we stopped talking and said goodbyes, this idea was just like the whole time in my head. And I had thoughts that I don't want to do that I'm not very good on videos, that I don't like creating videos, and that's too much work. The fact is that I created an online course on this topic, and it's called Motivate Yourself by Turning Your Life into Fun Games, and published it on Udemy. And I love communicating with the students there who enrolled, but I wasn't drawn to do more courses. I somehow connected these two facts, but still on that day, and on the same day, I couldn't stop thinking about the videos, and the whole idea was kind of turning in my head. And during the meeting with Startup Consultant, I actually reported him about Gameful Isolation, and I said maybe I could actually create short videos for this project. And he said, yeah, great idea, brilliant. So that was that was very interesting to observe the whole explosion of the thoughts, and no, I don't like it, but I want to do that, and so on. But then I realized that my all conversation inside my head and all the fears that it wouldn't work and I wouldn't be good at it. There were other people creating videos on LinkedIn and sharing on LinkedIn, and they were so great, and I would be like just mediocre and so on. All these thoughts were just an indicator. They were really a blue siren was really loud in my head, showing me that I really wanted to do that. I wanted to share my experience, and especially it was so suitable for the lockdown. I always loved sharing in the meetings with entrepreneurs and cafes their approach, and when they asked and getting their feedback. So it was always brilliant. So what I'm actually doing now, it's giving myself a possibility to have this little cafe to share with you all that. So on that first day after the conversation, I decided, okay, tomorrow I will do the first video. But again, I couldn't stop thinking. So I realized I really want to start it now. So this is like a game, and if you want to play a game, you just cannot wait to play it, and you will not know how it feels before you actually play it. So I waited until my husband and children came back into our house, took the microphone, my mobile, and went outside. And then I again caught myself of the thoughts like, maybe it's not the best moment because the chainsaw or the motor saw was in the background in a neighbor's garden. But then it stopped. So I'm thinking, and I found myself still being on the spot. So, okay, I really want to do that. So I switched on the camera and turned it to myself and then pressed start video, and said, "Hi, I'm Victoria Ichizli-Bartels," and continued. And the interesting thing that after after I stopped talking and watched it, I liked the result. And still I had these thoughts like I'm not natural and so on, but all the feedback was different. And Alice sent me an email saying you're really natural. And while taking the video, so while playing the game, I felt natural. Only afterwards and before taking the next video, I was thinking, it will not work out. Until now, I have all these videos that you watched. It was one take. There was only one video that I made several times, but simply because I had technical issues and it was stopping in the middle. So, but as soon as I got the whole video on one take, I didn't film it again. So yeah, this was quite interesting to discover, and also that I wanted actually to continue that also after I finish game isolation. So I'm going to create further projects also most probably every day if the time will permit me, because I realized that I actually love doing that, and the first thing in the morning. So after all the necessary, morning routine, breakfast, and also helping my children with starting their day, I realized that I want to work on the text for the video, think a little bit about it, and just make it. So that was a really exciting discovery, that I actually enjoy playing the video making game. Yes, so this is the moral of my tale. You cannot discover what the game or project activity or um, facing your challenge feels like until you actually do it, until you play it. And that applies to everything. So even design of my self-motivational games, like thinking how can I reward myself, or how can I make the rules or the challenge, even that is a game. So all the fantasizing, it's not playing it. But if I really maybe even make notes and compare and see and play with different elements, that's the gameplay. And even taking a break, it's a if it is also playing the game, playing your games or real life games. It's actually fully and wholeheartedly engaging into them, just like I'm there, I'm playing, and it's like you wave the starting flag and you go. And the anthropologist's tools, the awareness, the ultimate tool of the anthropologist is awareness, and being there and seeing what's happening. It will let you know when the finish line comes, and when it is time maybe to take a break for another game. And each project, each challenge, each activity, it's a different game, and also each will have its own pace. So with awareness, you will see whether you need to slow down, and this is what I do in so-called appreciation games, and I will talk in the next video about that, so a little spoiler. um, if you need to slow down, or maybe you need to do something quickly. You need to address something quickly or fast, or maybe even accelerated some things. You will only discover that when you start playing the game. That's it. So yes, this was my message for today, and I hope you enjoy playing your games. So you wave your starting your starting flag. You can use whatever, yeah, you can use the timer for that or whatever, or even just, you know, imagine imagine such a flag, standing someone with a black and white checked flag, so waving for you. And just go ahead and enjoy your day, and I will see you in the next video.